Welcome, everyone, to the L7C podcast, Naruto What If Battle Edition. Today, we have our first Naruto What If Battle of 2022, and we have the forum with us here today. We have Byron. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing good. Very relaxing Sunday today.
Nikki with us. How are you doing today, sir?
I can't complain.
Andrea is with us here today. It's been a while on the forum. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm good. I've been missing out since I've been visiting with family on Sundays, but I went early today to make sure I was here for this one.
Perfect. And we have Cedric with us. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Driving.
So for our first one of 2022, we have Team Guy with Mike Guy, Neji, Lee, and Tenten going against Team, they don't even have team in front of their name, Taka. Sasuke, you already know how this forum sometimes feels about the young man, but his squad will be going against Team Guy. Two different, similar situations, just a little bit off. Just imagine if Team Guy would have intercepted Sasuke's team when Sasuke's team was going to the village while Naruto was fighting Pain, or right when Sasuke's team was going to go capture Killer Bee, and they actually ran into Team Guy. So this type of situations. So first off, Andrea, what advantages do you think Team Guy has over Taka?
I think, I don't know, maybe this is a little bit of a hot take, but I think honestly that 10-10 is a little bit of an advantage for Team Guy, only because Karin is not really very aggressive or very, I don't know, fighting forward. She's very much, stay in the back, stay safe so she can heal everybody. I know she can fight, but I feel like 10-10 being long range generally, as well as being a weapon specialist, if 10-10 can go 1v1 with Karin, and I think she would win that 1v1, I think that puts them at an advantage.
Byron, what do you think? What advantages do you think Team Guy has over Taka?
Well, first off, I don't even know if Karen could fight. That's the first thing.
I mean, technically, we've seen her punch Sugetsu's like face off, and she has those chains. God. I don't know how well she can manipulate those chains, like how dexterous they are, but it seems like she can use them if she really, really needs to. That's the only reason why I said she can fight at least like a little bit.
The advantages, I think, one is Rock Lee's speed, because if he takes those weights off his legs, I don't know who's fast enough to catch him. And then both Rock Lee and my guy can go open all 8 gates. So I don't know who's messing with the 8 gates like that.
Well, you do have to remember like how we have these battles from like a story perspective. So like at that point, we've only seen Guy open 6 because he doesn't open 7 till later on. So
true.
And then obviously like with Taka's thing, like at that point, Sasuke doesn't even have the Susanoo. We haven't seen it. So you have to do it from like the story perspective.
Okay, I don't know who's messing with 6 gates though.
Right.
That's fair enough. Nikki, man, does Taka, what about Taka? Like what advantages do you see with them?
I guess their big advantage is Jugo.
Ooh.
Like him going berserk in stage mode, like that's a huge advantage. I was gonna say, I mean, the biggest advantage is Guy being out there. But yeah, for Team Taka, it's got to be Jugo their biggest advantage.
That's true. Having a full curse mark berserk sage thing is a big advantage. Cedric, what do you think with Taka, Guy? Like what you could pick whichever team, like advantages, disadvantages.
I'm gonna take like a hot take. I actually think Sugetsu is a good advantage for Team Taka.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have an individual who is quasi-impervious to physical attack. Like Guy can turn himself into water, into liquid. Normally, at least from what we've seen in the show, you need to do some type of ninjutsu to affect him. As far as I know, Guy's whole team does not do ninjutsu. they mainly practice taijutsu or they're weapon specialists. I think Suigetsu can play a good role in that. I also think for Team Guys, the advantage for them, at this point in time, we have two Joni. So you have Neji and Guy. I think strategy point will make it interesting because, I mean, Taka focuses all on listening to Sasuke for the most part. I mean, if they go on their own and don't listen to Sasuke, they're going to get kind of fucked up because Sasuke keeps Jugo in check. Sugetsu and the shit, Sugetsu just likes to fuck shit up and goes on a rampage. And also, Karin only heals Sasuke. Karin doesn't heal anyone else. So I think for them, it's the ability of Sasuke to actually manage a team. I mean, it's like the first time we've seen a team in full control listening to Sasuke. As much as I hate the guy, he's not a complete idiot. I think Team Guy does have more of an experience-based squad because, I mean, they've been together since beginning. So I think that's a good advantage for them as well.
So I guess with that point, like too, Cedric, you brought up how like the way they were fighting in that thing, it's really like Sasuke and everyone be a shield and heal and all that. How do you think Team Guy then would approach that?
That'd be an interesting thing because Team Guy has never seen any of them at this Sasuke fight.
It's true.
Like Team Guy knows, like I guess you could try to say like Guy knows how Isame fights, but Suigetsu and his entire clan, unless you try to say that the guy has fought like hidden miss and his like Suigetsu's brother or something, and maybe knows about their actual like Kekkei Genkai where they can turn themselves into water and all that stuff. But no one's seen Jugo. I think it'd be a lot of analysis based. Suigetsu, I know his clan can use that like water gun jutsu that's supposed to be like super deadly. I've never seen him do it, so I can't say that he would. See him mainly just use the executioner's blade and just like go essentially taijutsu on everyone. I mean, if you gotta essentially try to stave off Jugo long enough to assess like what's going on, and I mean, Sasuke at this point in the story, as far as power level and stuff, like it's still something to have to handle. Like he could change chakra nature, all that. I think you have like Guy and Lee to kind of deal with him and hope Neji can hold off Jugo and Tenten holds off Suigetsu. You just like Karin kind of just sit in the back because she's not aggressive. So I think you kind of have to like figure out the dynamic. You kind of wait and see and wait for a good opportunity to strike and take one of them out. Because I don't think you're going to get a shot at taking Sasuke out initially. You have to take one of them out and just lower the shield.
Could you go Curse Seal version 2, like if you're chakra sealed? I don't think that we've ever seen that. Like, because Neji never sealed Kitamaru when they fought, if I remember.
I don't know. Because remember, like, what we've seen with level 2 is it's like the extra chakra sword. So, like,
yeah,
we've seen Sasuke when he's completely out of chakra access that extra chakra source. And shit, we've seen Jugo, well, not necessarily at this point in the plot in the story, so I can't say that. But I would imagine Jugo could do the same thing. And plus, Jugo can go half steel. Like, he can progressively move himself through it. Because he goes half curse steel, not necessarily go berserk at the beginning. That's still a lot to deal with. Not to mention, like, Sasuke's coordinating a lot of his attacks. And he makes those, like, big-ass cannon things to shoot himself across the fucking map. That increases his speed. That's the thing, like, Neji, like, defensively, because unless you put, like, Rock Lee on him, then you, like, Greg Guy can one-on-one, 1v1 Sasuke, which, I mean, I guess that can work in kind of 2v1 Jugo at that point and try to put him down. But I don't know about, like, being able to access chakra. I don't know if you can completely seal off his chakra source.
Byron, what do you think, matchup-wise, strategies? What would you think you would see with them going at it?
At first, initially, I said you would, striker strategy, take out the healer first. But Karin, like Andrew said, doesn't really heal people except for Sasuke. So I think she would be fine just being in the background, sensing chakra and everything. So I think you would have to take out the biggest threat on the shield side, which would be Jugo. So I think you'd have to take him out first, and then Suigetsu. I think Neji would conceal his chakra, so he can't use the Kekai Gengai to go into his water form. And then I think Sasuke, and then Karin last.
Andrew, what do you think?
I agree with Byron. I just feel like you got to get. I know Sasuke would protect Karin again, so like she can keep healing him. But I feel like you have to get rid of her first. That way, she can't heal him. So I feel like you do have to deal with her before you finish off Sasuke. I when I was thinking about this, I really felt like I wasn't really sure how it would play out, honestly, but I really felt like Neji going against Sugetsu would have been a good matchup, only because I feel like I'm not sure if this would actually work, but the way it worked out in my head was with his gentle fist, he would be able to block, his chakra point. And so then he wouldn't be able to be as like permeable. He wouldn't be able to turn into water maybe as well or hold his form. So even if like he is still watery, he couldn't fully be an active body in the fight. So essentially like taking him out. So I kind of wanted that 1v1 early on. So that way Sugetsu could kind of get put to the side. I also, at this point, I don't think we ever fully know how many different things 1010 keeps in her scrolls. But I was also wondering if she had any special ninja tools that would have been able to like contain or seal Sugetsu or Jugo. I know she's not known as like a sealing specialist, but I wondered if she had anything of those features, like I said, kind of like a jar for Sugetsu. Again, he is like water, and then for Jugo, something that could contain him if he was going berserk. So that way he could kind of be caged off in the center. But I think again, we don't know that. So I couldn't really say that would happen in the fight, but that was something I think would have been interesting. And I wonder if that would have been thrown in the story if this actually happened.
It's a good point on we don't actually know fully what 1010 has in her weapons kit. I was trying to remember
Well,
what
I
she was
doubt it
even
because
doing.
in the wars, when she gets the stage of 6 pasticles, and that's what they seal with. So I doubt she has anything because that's what she gets in the war.
Right. I just wondered if there might have been something like less, like a simpler to use grade, because I don't know, because when I was reading up on her, they said that she had weapons and things like from all over, like weapons from all over the world. So I was wondering if she would, or if Guy might have mentioned to her, because during the war, even, I think this was filler, but mentioning about like, oh, trying to get your space time, scroll stuff to the point where you're able to just have bodies of water just rush out and things like that. So I wondered if he would come up to her and be like, hey, what about getting things that would help us, negate possible threats like that we can't manage right away so that we could keep them contained. But again, it's all hypothetical.
Nikki, what do you think?
As useless as 1010 basically is, I think she can keep Karin preoccupied, I'll be honest. They can just be the fodder battle that goes on to the side. And the main fight's going to be Sasuke versus Guy, and I really don't think Sasuke can beat Guy if that's what it comes down to. Because I'm sure Lee and Neji, if they team up, could handle themselves against Jugo and Shigetsu. But like Guy knows how to fight against the Sharingan. Like if Itachi didn't want to fight him, I'm sure Sasuke at that point isn't going to be much of a threat to Guy.
And at that point, too, Sasuke's strongest move was Amaterasu.
True.
That's his strongest move at that point. Because Byron brought up the speed. Like, I guess too, like, is Guy and Lee are fast, but are they faster than Sasuke's Sharingan fast? Like at that
that's
point.
what I was wondering too, because I don't know which would be faster, like Rock Lee's speed without the leg weights or Sasuke casting Amaterasu. That's where one of my points that I struggled on.
I think it depends on where you rank those two in speed. Because I mean, at this point in the world, the Raikage is the fastest person in the world. At that point, he was able to dodge a Amaterasu if he wanted to.
True.
There's a scene where he literally just dodged and let that ninja get burned down, which is messed up. But so it depends on where you're comparing Guy's speed.
I have to imagine like he opened. Depends on how many gates they open. Honestly, like if they open them off rip, because I mean, the Raikage hit the lightning cloak and he had to go. But again, that was Sasuke's first time seeing someone fast enough to dodge Amaterasu.
True.
That's true. That's true.
I also know that Rock Lee was faster than Gaara's Sand.
Right.
That's true. That's true. Like, what if Guy? Because at that point, Guy is 6 gates, and his ultimate move at that point was that Morning Peacock, which that does sound like a Mike Guy name for a move. And he's punching like super fast, and like the punches are going crazy, literally like a flaming peacock. Would those punches be enough to just completely evaporate Waterboy? I feel like he might get evaporated.
Good point. I didn't think of that.
I don't know about evaporating him. Is this in like the grassy plain thing again?
Where are they fighting?
Yeah, it's like the grassy plain. Yeah, there's no water there either, too, because he only got big because they had more water when they fought.
Yeah, but again, he doesn't have that thing in this fight because that happened later. So he can't go big here, unfortunately. Because that was like last ditch efforts we get to. Like, we need to get the fuck up out of here, Sugetsu. Like, but there's no large body of water. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if he get evaporated. Like, I think you get hurt, but I don't know about evaporation. Because I've never seen anyone, because I guess in my mind, like if it was that straightforward, someone just throw like the hottest fireball they could at this dude and anyone in his clan just get evaporated. Like,
well, because after this fight and then after the Kage summit, we really don't see him again.
No.
Like, his fighting pool is
That's what I'm saying, like,
limited.
Normally, the most we see, honestly, between them is his brother. And was it third Mizukage? Because they're technically from the same clan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or is it second Mizukage? The one with the clam. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he knows, like, he's the one who brings up the water gun thing. But I don't know if Suigetsu knows that, because his whole thing, his brother's thing, is being able to use all the swords.
Yeah, that is his brother's thing, to be able to use all the swords. Because Nikki straight up, like, it'll come down, because Nikki said if it comes down between Guy and Sasuke at that point, it's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no Susanoo ribs that we've seen at that point too. Oh my, he's getting killed.
Yeah, he's getting smoked by 6 gauge guy. He's getting smoked.
And he's not with his Sharingan. He's not good at tracking taijutsu, right?
Well, he does. I was gonna say he took his summon. He can do that whole dimensional shit thing that he did with Manda to avoid Datara. It's like his squad really gets wiped out and he's trying to just survive. They still take the L, but I don't know if he's getting killed.
Well, the plot would protect him anyway, so he's definitely not dying, but
Oh, I'm trying to find ways around the plot. Andrew. Like, I'm not giving these guys a plot. Like, I'm sitting there saying, like, this is like, the show doesn't fucking matter. This is the last episode. Who's winning in this crap? Like, Naruto done healed the world. These two just got beat to settle. Like,
my gosh, that's
because if it's plot, then I mean, shit, Guy, like, honestly, Guy probably would die in plot. So Rock Lee has something to avenge.
damn.
Well,
Damn.
Well,
They didn't stop to kill Asuma, so Shikamaru has something to avenge.
Yeah, if it's plot like that, then Guy just finds out like there's like a night gate that he didn't learn about that he learns and comes back and that'd be so.
Because Kakashi will have something to kill Sasuke about now.
Ooh.
But honestly, if it was plot, Guy probably would feel bad because he's like, man, Kakashi's my rival. This is like his student. I don't know if I should be the one to kill him. Like, maybe some fucking ethical decisions having to be made in this fight.
It's true.
Yes.
You have Neji second guessing himself too, like Naruto. This is the guy that Naruto's trying to fucking save. Rock Lee as well.
That's true because at that point in time, they don't know that he quote unquote killed Killer B.
Well,
Because
he hasn't done it yet.
yeah.
So they're all still trying to quote unquote retrieve Sasuke.
true.
Oh man. Which we actually even talked about. What about Neji? We haven't really like the Byakugan and those abilities. I feel like we haven't talked about his abilities as much with the Byakugan.
I think that's a huge advantage. Like if you can see chocolate points.
Right.
I think like Karin's advantage of being a sensory, like Karin, honestly, in my opinion, outside of being able to heal Sasuke, she's kind of out-trooped in this fight because Neji can sense. I would say the Byakugan is probably the best sensory eyes that this fucking anime has.
Yeah.
If we're just talking like just straight up. So Karin being a sensory type helps, but it doesn't really like. It's not going to change much. He's going to see them. If we're talking like who's going to see who first, I would argue he's probably going to see them before she sees them.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, like, there's nowhere for her to really hide in the fight because he can always find her.
Right.
True.
Well,
but outside of that, like, I mean, it's really going to be more gentle. I mean, at this point, you can do air palm. I think we haven't really. Well, no, I don't know because like they did that like secret training him and Hinata after Pain because it was because they saw how strong Naruto was. So I don't know. He made it see straight up like 128 trigram palm in it, like that may be it. That in rotation.
What do you think Jugo's punches can get through rotation? A Jodine level Neji rotation?
I don't think I think when he hits that like the super duper cannon shit, maybe.
Oh, I'd hope Neji would just get the hell out the way if he saw someone loading up a cannon.
Well, I mean, remember, like the idea is that he throws in the one punch and tries to like strong arm his way through, and then the other cannons show up to add the extra boost. Because otherwise, him flying full speed at a cannon, this man isn't gonna work.
Do you think Team Guy would have had a better chance of catching Killer B?
No.
No, he's a tail beast.
Like, I'll put it like this. Guy is sweet. Don't get me wrong. Guy is sweet. Guy saved that man's life later in the show. Because it was one of those ones where it's like, you are struggling here with people.
Then he won 7 gates and
but
won.
Capturing this man is so damn fucking hard. Like when he put the swords all over the place, and I was like, wow, this man really about to fucking spin around. And he's fucking a Sasuke following with Sharingan with the sword. I don't know how they gonna track that. Like the eyes are supposed to keep moving, catch movement and everything like that. Like, sure, his physical body may not have been fast enough, but the swords, the way he's moving those swords was too fast for Sasuke to track.
That was a good scene too when Sasuke was trying to track and it just didn't end up well for him.
A hole in his chest for the effort.
Oh, it was great.
I was about to say that was nice.
Like he was tracking it with those eyes, and it's got like you said, a hole in his chest.
Oh yeah, that thing called a lariat. It was beautiful. That's one of my favorite. Like I have that video saved. That's one of my favorite.
That was bad. That was.
And the thing is, I don't know. Let me ask you this: do you think? Again, my guy is sweet. Do you think my guy survived the lariat?
At this point, This point in the story,
it opened up Sasuke.
N-
They ain't got no healers
true.
on Team Guy.
no, they have no heal. At this point in the story,
I don't think he's
I don't
surviving.
think so.
Yeah.
At this point. But man, would he get
Like Tenten and all her gadgets are cool and everything, but honestly, like, shit, what's she gonna do again when he goes tail beast form?
But would Guy get caught in the land? Because Sasuke got caught in that because Sasuke thought he put Killer Bee in a genjutsu, dropped his guard, and then got put down. Would Guy get put in that type of situation?
I don't know if Guy gets past the sword. That's a lot
Yeah.
of fucking swords.
I know, and it's not the war. He
It's not
can't pull
like
out his nunchucks.
True.
Like him and Lee taijutsu in it, that'd be an interesting fight. But I'm just like, I don't know, like once Killer Bee goes, because I mean that's when we see Susa now.
Yeah.
Like him actually like try to do some extra level shit to protect himself. Like I don't know if they're able to fight a tail beast at this point. In this, like if we send them to go capture Fate Tails. Like I mean, there was a movie the one time where you saw like the whole squad of 8 gate users all open up the 6th gate and everyone kicked the dude. But I don't know if they throwing that at Killer Bee.
It'd be hilarious too, because you'd have Killer Bee rapping and Guy talking about youth.
Oh my god, that would be so great.
Like
Neji and Tenten would want to just die.
Oh, they already do every day.
Like they would be there talking about youth.
So this man who doesn't like Neji be like, I don't understand a word he's saying.
So Byron, so who do you have? Guy or Taka? Team Guy or Taka?
Team Guy.
Nikki?
Team Guy.
Andrea?
Team Guy for sure.
Cedric?
I like Taka.
Okay.
You?
Just be different. Honestly, it'd be interesting. But
Why Nikki say
I'll pick
you?
Who you got?
yeah. I ain't doing it for Sasuke. I'm doing it for Sugetsu and Judo.
Never doing it for
They put up with
Sasuke.
that man's shit enough. Man, the one time I defended Sasuke and got him through the fucking thing, Justin comes in here talking about you can't talk shit about Sasuke. So nah, never doing it for Sasuke ever. And I put that man through the Akatsuki ladder.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah.
It didn't make no sense to me. I was just like, man, he said we got to push him through. He can't lose. He can't lose the third match.
Nobody wanted to listen to a 15-minute podcast. And we're like, yeah, Sasuke's getting mad. That's ass. Like, yeah, at least get to 30 minutes. Like,
True.
That's true. It's just and he was the first one too.
Yeah, that was not a good showing. That was not a good showing.
Oh my
Man, we're really about to
gosh.
get smoked the third match.
We were being too honest. We weren't protecting him like the plot would.
I don't know. There's no plot this way.
I know all of the Sasuke fans would say he would beat
Like I said,
everybody.
in my mind, when Martin makes these battles, the show is over. Like, we're just picking one point in time after it doesn't happen. So,
What'd you say about the Sasuke
Oh,
fans?
they would
Byron?
push. They would have said he'd beat everybody.
Oh, for sure.
man. No, they would have got him to a point where Sasuke had to join the Akatsuki. That's what would have happened. Like if we put Naruto in that shit, Naruto's changing all of their ways. Like Naruto's not having to kill or finish anyone.
Right.
He's like everyone's just gonna go back to their respective villages. Everyone's gonna be happy, peace and love. Good show, guys.
Speaking of fans and not knowing how to, we've gone from can't read to now can't listen. So Andrew, I don't know if you knew this, but our Tamari verse.
Sorry.
Wait, what? What's
Our
going on?
Tamari verse. You remember we did Tamari War Arc versus Conan,
Yeah.
and we picked Tamari to win.
Yeah.
Someone huge commented how we didn't give Tamari respect and we were discrediting like her abilities and all that stuff. And then like at the end, I literally just typed, "Did you listen? She won the fight." and then never responded again. And I was like, I feel like you're kind of disrespecting the Akatsuki girl there, but
Right.
you were like, they talked the long thing, like, oh, Tamara can do this. I just want to be like, man, I wanted to say, show me the Carfax. Like, show me the Carfax. Like, send me the panels.
I mean, maybe we didn't hit all her highlights like we should have, but I mean, she did win the fight. And I don't think
fight.
I don't think did anybody really argue that Conan won?
like-
Did anybody really argue that?
No, but we did say if like she had some prep time, it might have been a wrap for tomorrow.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's
yeah.
what we
Yeah,
said.
no, the
They
prep-
probably
oh, yeah.
listened to that part. They probably listened to that one part. Oh, if Conan had prep time, she would have beat tomorrow. Then they're like, oh my god.
No, I mean he said in his comment, like, I agree, like if Conan had prep time, like, because she made all them damn paper bombs.
And she studied Kamui for years.
Mm-hmm.
She was ready for that one.
I mean, I don't know how useful that is against a person who can't use it.
no, it was just showing like her like how she was like how she prepares. Like she's a real.
She puts in the legwork.
Oh,
She puts in the work behind the scenes and prepares. But if she can't do that, then she's a little limited from what we saw.
He said something. Didn't he say
something that requires wind to travel? I'm just like, it was that simple. I feel like I said like paper, air. He controls air. Paper can't work without the air.
I was like, damn, man, she can do all this shit. I was like, so where was she, like besides like, so where was she at after Madara came? Like, what was she doing?
She was raising a child, Martin.
No, like after Madara came, she wasn't raising a child during the war.
Oh, you're talking about the war, Martin.
Right.
What? Come on.
Remember, you said plot don't exist. So I'm just
Not
asking.
Tamari. Bruh, yeah, when we talk about the fights, fuck the plot. But that nigga made a fucking story, so yeah, he ain't gonna talk about Tamari shit. And if he did, it would have been considered filler, and no one would have really watched.
Well,
It's very true. Unfortunate, but true.
I think that was one of the wildest one though was a year on that tournament we did, and they were like, man, if soccer hits anyone once, it's over. I'm like, man, okay, that is.
Did you go?
That's not.
You should go back and see if it was the same guy.
Ooh, that's
The way dude, I'm sorry, but the way dude was typing, I was like, I feel like you saying some shit like before. Like you using the same type of words.
sounded real familiar.
Like, you say something like we underestimated, we're not giving her full credit. I was like, do I know you, friend? Like,
But as
On the low, we
Byron,
probably do.
but as Byron said, like if you go to all the big like Naruto people, no one talks about Tamari,
No.
and she's undefeated on this damn.
right. That's the
podcast.
thing I was tripping about. Like, we literally had her win the women's tournament. Like, bro, we put respect on her name.
come on, you know he ain't watched that. He ain't listened to that episode. You make it sound like these people are listening to every single episode and then coming to us with facts. No, they're listening to the one bit and then be like, I don't like this one. Okay, fine, that's cool. Did you listen to the other three though? Like, okay.
Like it was just
I
so
don't know
wild.
why I expect you.
Because there's literally a section in that tournament thing where it's like the last 10 minutes we rant about how she doesn't get any respect out of all the Naruto like women.
Did you put a link to that in your comment?
Probably
No,
should
I
have.
literally left the comment. She won the fight. Period. That was end of comment.
I'm saying if you would have put a link in it, maybe you would have watched the
Yeah.
other video.
I know.
You never know.
I should have just clipped it. Like clip that video. Like why Tamari deserves more respect. Listen to this 10 minutes of us ranting
Yes.
about.
Like I said, I welcome it. I
Oh, I
welcome
do
it all.
too. It was
If
just
you start it and you think we are making really bad takes and you feel some type of way, let us know, please. When someone to save Sasuke's ass,
well, I mean,
and it is what it is.
well, I think the worst take of 2022 that I've already seen is that someone thinks that Sasuke no Rinnegan can stand a chance against the first.
Stop.
Okay, it's 9%. It was 9%.
9%, like that's a lot of. Hey, this should have been 0.
That's not a lot of.
That's
people.
really not a lot of
91%
people.
voted right.
If it's 9% out of like 450,000 people,
450,000 people. That's not a lot of people, Martin.
How many people?
Half those people are trolls or Sasuke fans too, because you know they're gonna pick.
But what's like the number for that? It's not like 10 people. That's still like a couple
I
thousand.
mean, listen, I didn't pose the question, so I don't know what to tell you.
As Mitch would always tell me about like math, it's like, hey, 10% out of that. It's like,
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, 9% out of 100. That's 9 people out of 100. So then you would just need to scale to whatever
In the
number you
grand-
just
It's
said.
basically 43,000 people if you did 450,000.
Yeah.
at
40.
43,000
I'm just
people
saying,
is
like in
not
the
a lot
grand scheme of things, people, the majority of the Naruto universe voted. Like,
for that one.
Overwhelming majority, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Though, like that's what you want, though. That's what you want to start to see. That these people aren't too stupid out here and voting like crazy. Like if it was 30%, I hear you. Like 30% of people are like, what 30% is out here thinking this man was out of Renegon? It's being a guy who's been beating his fucking forefathers.
His forefathers.
Damn.
Like, I don't know, great cousin, grandpappy, whatever Madara was getting mocked by the first Hokage with all the shit. And you basic Uchiha, you would have died.
His forefather.
That's what I'm saying. Like 9%, okay, that's whatever. You love Sasuke enough to say, you know what, my guy got the chance. That's whatever. That's the good part of being a fan. But if it was 30%, them motherfuckers stupid. They need to see some. That's bad.
Oh, but this one,
Like,
nope, 2 months ago, Sasuke no Rinnegan, Olakatsuki. 74% Sasuke.
Holocausky?
Olakatsuki.
I mean, we already said he ain't making it past.
Nagato and what's his face?
This is
We talk about like the original Katsuki. No, like when Nagato's just doing Gale Palm left and right.
no like Nagato who could put people in the mood. The condition is Sasuke is coming after the whole group because
they ain't talking about pain.
No, they're talking about pain. No,
they're talking about the old.
No,
they're talking about the old school Katsuki.
They're talking about the whole Akatsuki. The condition is the Akatsuki has Sasuke's daughter and has to fight them all at once. 74%.
Oh wait, hold on. So that's Boruto.
I was gonna say.
It's true, but no Rinnegan. No Rinnegan.
We ain't got a Rinnegan now. So
Right.
No, but that's literally the condition. Sasuke, no Rinnegan. So it's literally one arm, one eye.
I was gonna say
Wait.
Stay the way he can't do
74% said no Rinnegan, no arm, one arm Sasuke could be the whole Akatsuki.
He can't make hand signs.
All the Akatsuki healthy.
He can't make hand signs. He got one Sharingan.
I'm just like I'm telling. Hey man.
All he can do is Amaterasu. I actually don't know which one his right eye is. Because his left eye is Itachi's, right? So his left eye would have been Amaterasu again, because he didn't get the fucking super genjutsu. Otherwise, he would have done more.
Oh, yeah, he can't do damn. So, he can't do Susanoo either.
So his right eye is what is his like? No, he can't do.
Damn.
Come on,
don't remember that.
What?
Justin, you're starting to sound like Justin out here.
This has been established. Come on now.
Not. I know he can't do Tsukiyomi. I'm just saying
eye,
without
like,
Rinnegan, he can't do Susanoo, right?
I mean, technically, you're supposed to have.
No,
you're supposed to have 2.
No, you need 2. That's why Kakashi couldn't do it until he got the second one.
Yeah, you're supposed to have 2.
74%.
Like he can still do his manga Q power, but with his right eye, I think it's just his base genjutsu, which
trash.
That ain't gonna work forever.
No.
Like,
Dang.
like his genjutsu was low key booty.
Some days I don't want to be a Naruto fan
comparison?
anymore.
Byron, you've been a Naruto fan for like
I know.
2 years.
Wait, what?
You gotta
Only
wait
2
it out.
years?
Yeah.
Seriously?
He just finished. Like he went through. Yeah, we were like, hey man.
Wow.
Man, it's like you just got in the company talking about you can't do this no more. Man, you better put the work in.
Hey, but sometimes depending on where you're at, that does happen.
Absolutely, it does.
And I watched my favorite character die. No, correction. I read my favorite character died and then watched my favorite character die.
Yeah,
that's
true.
another level of pain right
Yeah.
there.
Like Rock Lee's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Got a whole ass kid, no mom. He a single father. That's the strongest like Japanese troop you can be in anime. A single father.
Facts.
Oh man, that's true. Single dad, no mom, doing a good job. Yes. I mean,
Poor kid's got anxiety out the ass though.
see, you could tell he's not a main character. Kasado really had a whole arc thinking that Sakura wasn't her mom.
Oh
And
my
they
god,
explored
that oh my god.
Rock
that
Lee's
time was
can't
so
get
much
that. Like, who's my
drama.
dad? Who's my mom? He didn't get shit.
I think it's a play on words because his name is Metal. Like, I honestly think I think it's one of those things. That was like one of the jokes. Like, his name is Metal, but he's actually not so strong in that mentality. Like, why? Like, he's unsure of himself.
She's like, who's my real mom? That was the time, man. That was like the first arc of Boruto I saw, and I'm like, wow.
Oh my god, I remember the people coming in droves that hated Sakura, that did not want her to actually be Sarada's mom.
That's wild. That's
I was very close with somebody who truly believed in his heart that Corinne was gonna be her mom, and I'm like, dude, no. I'm
Sakura
sorry, but
worked.
no.
She worked too hard for that marriage.
I mean, I was say storyline wise though, it would have been okay because Sakura would have still been like quote unquote like her mom, like, and I think that there would have been a special spot and a special storyline for that itself. Like, even though you're not my birth mother, you're still my mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
But then Corinne's like, I'm the one who delivered her. I'm like, man, dang.
and gave her the glasses.
And gave her the glasses. She's like, yeah, I mean, I like Sasuke, but me and Sakura have an understanding of women. I was like, as women, I was like, wow. That's some next level maturity.
I mean, without Sakura showing up and interrupting, Sasuke would have just straight up killed Karin. Straight up killed Karin.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're related in that regard too. I mean, if Sakura didn't unlock her Sharingan,
Sasuke wanted to kill me club.
I mean, Sasuke was
Fan
about to kill
club.
his daughter. He was about to kill his
True.
daughter. And then she unlocked her Sharingan right there crying. He's like, oh, Sakura? I'm like,
How do you not
damn.
even know your own
She's
child?
only got your face, bro. Right.
Bro, she was born. He hit her with the Gon's dad. Deuces. I'm out.
Hey, but he came back.
He did.
Gon's dad didn't like. No, the worst part is Gon's dad tried to hide from Gon.
On multiple occasions,
There,
yeah.
he's like, shit. He's like, shit. The fucker found me? Damn.
Damn it.
I thought that game was going to keep him preoccupied for a little bit longer.
That's funny. So Byron.
Like, you watch this boy beat a video game to find his father, and then
he wasn't there.
No, because he quote unquote picked the wrong card. Because if he was stronger, he would have picked whatever the card was that would take him there solo. But Gon wanted to have Killua with him, so he was like, nah. That was no. I was done with Jing after that. I was done.
It was wow, what a time.
I was done when he at the conference. Like, yeah, nice talking to you. So yeah, I want to go.
It was wild.
I'm glad we got to meet. Glad we got to hang out and talk. But I'm about to go. Look.
You were kind of like dead there for a second, but bye. Yeah, no.
He had faith.
He was like, he returned to the street. That's what I heard when he said that. I'm returning to the street.
That's funny. Byron, man, what battle do you want to do in February?
I don't know. Got options? They usually got options.
You ran out of ideas?
No, I have options.
So this is what we're gonna do.
No, I was just like, Byron, if you just had something in your brain you want to do, we could have done it. But no, I got
What's the
something.
option? Let me pick one.
Oh, there really wasn't an option. It was just like, I just if you had random ones like that you wanted to add to like the queue.
Oh no, not right now. I can think of some and get back to you.
Because I was just gonna think I was thinking because we actually brought him up, but then this time it'd be 7 Gates version. Guy versus the Raikage. 7 Gates one, the one who just beat Kisame for good.
Versus the Raikage? Which version of the Raikage?
The one that I want to say, one that was mud stomping Sasuke.
After losing the arm?
That's a good point.
I mean, we could do both.
All right.
Ooh, great. Good job, team. 'Cause they're probably the 2 fastest people in the world at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Naruto doesn't have the chakra mode. Yeah, they're the 2 fastest in the world.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it, but yeah.
I mean, no. There you go. Great. Got February's one. So now we'll throw it back to Byron. Byron, last words for the pod. You start off.
As always, thanks for listening. Season 3 is here. Got some great podcasts coming up for the rest of the year. Check out the YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I'm probably forgetting the website. Facebook. Check us all out.
Or
Just type in the L7C and then you'll find it.
True.
Except there's this, literally just type it in Google.
Damn.
are you sure? Are you Googling it right now to make certain? Because like someone's gonna do that and it'd be really awkward if you were wrong.
No, I haven't done it recently. I do it sometimes to see like which random sites have added our podcast. Because I stopped getting the emails about like, oh, this site added. There's just some sites. I was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have their podcast. I'm like,
Move.
never heard.
Man, it is. They can just that.
I was like, never heard of y'all before. Like Pool Boy was.
Pool Boy?
I was like, yeah.
And what's our firewall like?
All right,
You're making me nervous talking about they just stealing our stuff.
I just Googled it, and the first thing I typed in the L7C, and the first thing that popped up was the L7C podcast on Apple Podcasts. That's the first thing that pops up.
Move.
So yeah, type in the L7. It's like Ohio State.
Oh no, I did
L7.
the L7C. That's what I did.
Oh, I just did L7C podcast. Yep. The last one, if you scroll down, I don't know what the hell site this is.
The last one?
Like there's this site at the very bottom. I'm like, bro, I ain't clicking on that.
The name of the website.
Starts with an A. Hold on.
Oh, Anghami or something. Anghami. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm looking at it right now. That is the one on the bottom of the first page.
I'm like, who are you guys?
So we're out there.
I mean,
we do have.
Oh
yeah.
No, we
have listeners all across the world. So
that
explains a
lot. That's true. Listeners all over the world. Nikki,
thanks for tuning in.
Nice, simple, to the point. Love it. Andrea.
I mean, same as Byron and Nikki just said. Thanks for listening to us. These are a lot of fun for us to do, and I'm glad to be back after a little bit of a break.
Cedric.
Been good. Been good. Justin, whenever you're done reffing, come on back. Because you're the only person that saved Sasuke.
Hold on. Now I'm actually trying to think. He's never had wait, has he had a one-on-one? No,
Sasuke?
he lost to Kinamaru at first Mark 1.
Yep.
Oh, my dude.
What are you talking about?
I was trying to think of like Sasuke's had like one-on-ones on her, and I was like, he lost to Kinamaru.
Oh yeah, no, like first of all, the man don't win enough fights to be on a one. Never mind.
Never mind. They said Sasuke takes no L's on Twitter, and then someone literally posted the Google search Sasuke's losses. They're like the only.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like the people listening to this know that while you may love him as a character, he's not the best fighter, and it is what it is. Like it's okay. It's okay.
Maybe one day he'll win on the L7C.
A clean win, no BS.
Maybe.
Sasuke versus Karin.
For him to fight.
See, that's so disrespectful.
Sasuke versus Shoji. Like, choose like you gotta choose people who are woozy.
True.
Like he has no beef, like no business fighting them.
What about like Sasuke, White Robe, the beginning of part 2 versus War Arc, Super Big Butterfly Choji?
Bruh, you mean the guy that struggled to kill his sensei when it was a reanimation?
Yeah, that one.
We're taking out Plot
versus
though.
Heartless Orochimaru.
Yeah, that.
I was listening about Heartless Orochimaru boy, who literally was like, "I want to just laser through someone's heart if they ain't careful." Like,
I was just thinking of like what the weakest part of Sasuke in part 2 to like the strongest of Choji in part 2.
Bro, that Sharing. What's Choji gonna do with the
True.
Sharingan?
Nothing,
Right.
just stomp and roll.
Stop and roll. Wow.
Like that man.
No. Choji would need Inashikacho.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You gotta give someone with some type of prowess, like it was some type of specialist or something, man. Like you got time. I mean, we got the whole year 2022. If you can think of a good one that's like worth people listening to that may actually like Sasuke could somehow eke out a win, that'd be interesting.
Damn, time to pull out the booklet later tonight.
Right.
Naruto.
Because I mean, we don't like you can't do any Akatsuki members because we already did.
Yeah,
this.
he's getting smoked. He's getting smoked.
Well, he did beat
that
Orochimaru.
That was on. First of all, hold on. That was EMS Sasuke. This is dude. Orochimaru ain't doing nothing with a Susanoo.
True.
Even though he can't die. I mean, I don't get it, but I thought dude was gone forever. Then Sasuke's like, I'm gonna bring back Orochimaru.
Snakes never die, Martin. Snakes never die.
I'll give you a good one. Mario, I'll give you a good one.
No.
Let's take Itachi out of the fight because he beat Kabuto.
No hesitation. Boom. All right.
Someone, I'm not even, nope, because I haven't mentioned her. No, I've only mentioned her name once. But someone, they were trying to have like, oh, the two best medical. Yes, Sakura versus that Kabuto. I'm like, I don't know how, I mean.
Sakura? Yeah. I mean, that man done became like he completes some stage work, so I don't know.
Kabuto's look,
Oh, no,
that
I never
version needs
seen
to
like
come on a what if battle. Now, thank you for bringing him up. Well, anyway, though, Kabuto, I think, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Greatly appreciate all you guys and girls listening to our podcast from, as Byron said, literally across the world. We appreciate the support. As of recording right now, January is going to be coming to an end, which means we're going into the month of February, which means we're going to have a slew of new content coming. You got Andrea's My Hero Academia episode coming in. You're going to have another Naruto What If battle. At the time of recording now, you should be hearing this. We should have a Super Bowl preview by in February. You'll have an NBA one, a Dragon Ball one, and what else? We'll see what else happens. And also in February, look out for the one that we talked about, doing a special one for Black History Month in February. So be on the lookout for that one when we get that one out. And with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Signing out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.